Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be starting with a new chapter that is called as National Movement in Indo China. Okay, so we'll be discussing about the movement which happened in Indo China. Okay, so likewise any other countries, Indo China was also under the dominance of the colonial rulers. Okay, and so we will be studying about how it progressed, how it went, and finally how these countries got independence. Okay, so these countries, the Indo-Chinese countries, okay, or the Indo-China countries, okay, they got independence earlier. Okay, by 1945 these countries got independence from the colonial rulers. Okay, even before India achieved independence. Okay, and they had to fight for about 30 years fiercely against the different rulers, okay, in order to get independence, and it was a very long struggle, okay, which they had to deal for around 30 years. Okay, so we will be looking into the background of how and where it started. Okay, like I said, it took nearly 30 years for this Indo-Chinese region to get independent from the colonial rulers. Okay, so likewise, next we will study about how the French dominated the parts of Indo-China. Okay, how French dominated or captured Indo-China. Okay, at first, okay, the French, like any other colonial countries, okay, what happened was they started to have keen interest. They thought that this place is very nice, so we would want to capture it and make it our colony. Okay, so that was the thinking that the French rulers had. Okay, but it didn't happen as soon as possible. Okay, it didn't happen just like that. Okay, they had interest. Okay, and it was only in the 17th century. Okay, it was only in the 17th century that changes came. Okay, in the slide it's written as 7th century, it is 17th. Okay, in the 17th century what happened was, um, priest arrived, a French priest arrived, okay, as a part of a Portuguese Jewish mission. Okay, so what happened was, a French priest arrived, okay, in terms of the Portuguese Jesuit mission. Okay, these Jesuits are a group, a congregation of the Catholic Church. Okay, what they do is, okay, they try to spread their religion through many ways, by involving in the society. Likewise, this okay, so the first of its kind, the interaction between the outside world and the Indo-Chinese nation came only in the mid 19th century. So we can see that the French slowly by mid 19th century they started penetrating into the land of the Indo-Chinese region. Okay, so these are the three important Indo-Chinese region. Okay, they are Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Okay, when we say Indochina, it relates to three countries, that is Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, so what happened was the French by 1858 they landed in Indochina. Okay, they landed in Indochina. What happened was a war was fought against the Chinese. Okay, the French came and they fought with the Chinese, okay, against China in 1880s, around 1880s. Okay, so when they fought the battle, okay, these Indo-Chinese regions were captured. Okay, the area such as Laos, okay, such as this Tonkin, okay, Cochin China, and Annan. Okay, so these are the three areas of Vietnam. Okay, these are the areas of Vietnam which were captured by the French when they arrived in Indochina. Okay, so they captured Tonkin, Annan, and Cochin China. Okay, so these were the three territories that the French captured when they went to war with China. Okay, so what happened was in 1887, okay, so in 1887, okay, the French captured Indochina, okay, and Indo China, the region called as Indo China, was born, okay, and the French had four protectorates, means four areas under their control. That was Laos, okay, Cambodia, okay, and two parts of Vietnam, that is Tonkin and Annan, which came under the control of the French. So now we can see slowly by slowly the Indo-Chinese region, which was untouched to the world, was slowly by slowly coming into the hands of the French. Okay, likewise, like India was an untouched land, but slowly by slowly the British came and captured it. Okay, so the same case is happening here in this Indo-Chinese region. Okay, next we will be learning about the French motives in colonization. What was the motive behind the French people coming and colonizing Indo-Chinese region? Okay, why did they come and capture this? What was the purpose for the French coming and capturing this? So point number one, okay, what happened was, see, during that time, countries which were powerful, they kept on acquiring more colonies. Yes or no? The British also started doing that. India, okay, India was captured by example, okay, India was captured by the British. Africa was captured by the British. Americas was captured by the British. So see, they are expanding big territories. If they have more territories, if they have more colonies, they would benefit. The mother country would benefit. So what happened? Like any other colonial rulers, the French people, they were also powerful, and so they wanted to dominate the colonies. They wanted more colonies under their control because they wanted to be the supreme people in the world. Okay, so because of which they wanted to colonize more and more countries. Okay, next point number two. Okay, point number two is, okay, point number two is the colonies provided them raw materials. India also was a warehouse for raw materials for the British. Likewise, okay, likewise, Indo-China was also very fruitful, because of which the French wanted to obtain the raw materials from Indo-China in order to profit their country. Okay, next, if we move down, okay, if we move down, we can see that, okay, they also wanted to have glory, prestige, as well as manpower. You conquer a territory, you conquer a colony, what happens? You get more money, you get more praise, you get more glory. Yes or no? You have more territory, so you are becoming supreme. Okay, as well as when you capture one country, the people in that country becomes yours. Okay, you can control them, you can use them, so manpower increases. So the main purpose of capturing these colonies, okay, this Indo-Chinese region, was because of glory, prestige, as well as to gain manpower. Okay, and the last was spreading of Christianity, okay, in terms of Roman Catholic. Okay, the French, they were very keen with the Roman Catholic form of worship, okay, Christianity. So what happened was, wherever they went, they wanted to implement that. Okay, they wanted to bring Roman Catholic religion, okay, Christianity. Roman Catholic comes under Christianity, so they wanted to bring Christianity to this region as well. Okay, and they wanted to bring French culture into the Indo-Chinese colonies. Okay, so these are the main points. Number first is, like any other colonies, they wanted to expand. Okay, they wanted to get raw materials. That is point number two. As well as, if they capture all these things, their glory, prestige, as well as manpower increases. And the third point is, in order to spread Roman Catholic, okay, Christianity among the people of Indo-China, and French culture to the colonies. Okay, so not only that, okay, their motives were very clear, that they want to economically be independent, to become stronger economically. Okay, like any other powers, they wanted to go economically. Okay, they wanted to control the military. They wanted to look after the military. They wanted to control them. Okay, as well as imposing French culture. Okay, introducing the French food habits, introducing the way that French people live. Okay, introducing French architecture, introducing everything related with French. They wanted to bring change. Okay, removing their Indo-Chinese culture and bring French culture into their society. Okay, that was the main thing. Next is the colony had to serve the interests to the mother country, like any other colonies. Okay, what they did was India, example, was a colony under the British, so we have to provide them all the raw materials. We were like slaves in our own country. The same thing was happening here with the Indo-Chinese people. Okay, they had to uh, you know provide everything so that the mother country, so the mother country will be the French people, yes or no, will be France. Okay, this mother country has to profit from the colony. Okay, so that is the reason. It was not only that, okay, providing things, but they wanted to expand their economy. French people, they came to Indochina, they started expanding the economy in Indochina. Why? Because if they expand their economy in China, Indochina, what happens? Okay, it will benefit the mother country. Clear? So the same thing kept on happening. Okay, in order to create the interest of the mother country. Next is, okay, economy. Okay, next is, how did the French help in developing the economies in Indochina? So once they came and settled in Indochina, how did the French help the Indo-Chinese people in developing their country? Okay, so like India, okay, example, they are not just going to come and then settle like that, because Indians were too backward. Okay, so before the British arrived. Okay, so what happened here is now, okay, as soon as the British came, everything started transforming. Educational institutes started coming up, transportation started coming up. Okay, the lifestyle began to change. Okay, the lifestyle began to change. People started get employed in factories, in offices. The same thing was happening here in Indochina as well. Okay, so the first point here is the French people, they started digging canals. Okay, or they started connecting big rivers and started making canals in order to do irrigation. And Indochina was known, okay, mostly for its fertility. Okay, Vietnam is also very popular today. Vietnam is so popular in rice production. Okay, so what happened was the French started building canals, okay, in order to irrigate the field. Okay, because these were the products which were being produced. Rice, example, rice were being produced in order to benefit the French people. So what happened, they started making canals. Okay, and also, okay, they drained land. Okay, so what happened when soil along with water comes down, when it reaches the plain area, it becomes as a very fertile soil. Okay, so this soil will drained. Okay, we're drained in the Mekong Delta. Okay, Mekong Delta is somewhere in the areas of Vietnam. Okay, in order to increase cultivation. Okay, next is they improve the irrigation system. Okay, they started connecting water lines to fields, because it is the only way where crops can grow at a very large scale. So they started making proper irrigation facilities. Okay, next, okay, by 1931, what happened was, okay, Vietnam exported 2/3 of its rice production. So see, rice is grown from a very early time. Okay, and it's very popular, it's very fertile, because of which Vietnam is known for rice production. Okay, so what happened was, by 1931, Vietnam began to export a huge amount of rice. Okay, and so what happened was, it became the third largest exporter of rice in the world. Okay, Vietnam became the third largest exporter of rice in the world. And in order to improve the rice cultivation, okay, what happened was they even improved transport in Vietnam. Okay, they even improved the transport system in Vietnam in order to transport their goods. Okay, next is rail network was built called as the Trans Indo China Railways. Okay, it connected North Vietnam to South Vietnam. Okay, so in the next picture you can see, okay, North Vietnam from the top till the low till the down part, that is South Vietnam. This Indo Trans Railway was set up. Okay, the final link was again with Yunnan in China was completed in 1910. Okay, so this Trans-Indo-Chinese Railway, okay, by 1910 it connected with Yunnan, okay, in China. Okay, and another railway was originated. Okay, it was built as Vietnam and Siam. Okay, Siam is new Thailand. Okay, today Thailand is called, the Siam is called as Thailand today. Okay, so what happened here was a new railway line was drawn from Vietnam to Thailand. Okay, so this orange color is Vietnam and the green color is Thailand. Okay, so today we will do with this much. We will continue in our next class. Thank you.